Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. So I'm with Tay. This is Fantasia of the Aya Emporium. Today I'm just making another quick video on said dress. If you watch my other videos, I use a gathering foot to make the ruffle for the skirt on this thing. And I'll show you a picture of what the bottom of this looks like because you can't really see it that well in my background. But it's a mermaid dress and it basically is corset bodice, a pencil skirt, and a circle skirt with fullness. So for the circle skirt of this dress, I use satin for the lining, and then I attach my layers of tulle to the skirt. I actually attached them in a couple different ways because I was being lazy and ended up having to do it in the way that I should have done it from the beginning. So I'm just going to show you the one way, which is gathering. I have a gathering foot for my JUKI DDL 8700, and I also have one for my Singer machine, but I'm going to show you on my JUKI today. Only thing you're going to need is your gathering foot and some tulle. So let's get into the details, y'all. Alright, I need to change my foot to this gathering foot because I'm going to do the shearing. So I'm just going to take this off. Put this on, and then I'm going to tighten it up. If I can get this tightened. There we go. So, have my new foot on. I'm going to adjust my tension to make it, I believe, tighter. I'm drawing a blank here. So I'm going to turn it to the right. And we're going to see if we get some ruffles here. I have this here tulle. I bought this, but it came, it's 54 inches wide, but it came on folded into fours, which is very unfortunate. So I am just going to leave it like this for the little ruffle piece I am making, and I'm gonna leave it like this and then just see if I can get it to ruffle up. So I'm just going to start testing this out. Pick my foot up. I'm gonna put my edge here like right along the edge of this foot, but I give it a little space like so that it doesn't get ate up in the feed dogs. So I'll put it there, and then we'll see how this goes. I'm going to slowly press the gas. There you go. You can see it's starting to ruffle, but it is getting a little ate up, so I'm giving it a little pull. See how. There we go. Zoom in so you can see that a little better. So you see here we're getting some ruffles. This is a very soft tulle, so I feel like I'm going to have to use a lot of this. So I'm just going to keep going until I get a nice big... So this is the lining of my dress, and this here is the tulle that I gathered using the gathering foot. Sorry, it got a little bit unfocused. This is 4 layers, and you see how it has a little bit of body. If you wanted this to be bigger, you could use more layers. This is 4 layers, so if you want to double this, it's just there to add volume to my skirt. So here is what the skirt looked like after I added the tulle in there. If you wanted this to be even bigger, I only put that 1 row of tulle at the bottom. You could put 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 rows of that type of gathered tulle into this skirt to make it even more voluptuous, like cupcake shape. Like, there's so many options, and that gathering foot makes it really easy to do. I'm going to show you a couple other things that I have done with my gathering foot and what it looks like on my home machine. Here is a hack that I saw on Pinterest. You can put a straw on the foot of your person foot to stop the tool from getting stuck on your foot. Super easy way to make your life easier, for sure. For reference, this is me sewing without the straw method, and you can see here that I was struggling to keep the tool underneath the foot. So I did have a few tricks, and this was like holding the tool down so that it was flat, not sewing so close to the ruffle so that I wouldn't have to worry about it getting caught. So you'll see here it's starting to pull there. I have to pull it off the foot. And I had to do this quite a few times because I was being stubborn and didn't want to do the straw method that I know works. But if you continue to kind of hold it down and find you a good place to stitch where it is not going to get caught on the foot as much, that is my best bet. And this is me just stitching on the tool onto a garment. When you get into things like the vest, which you will see soon, you're sewing a bunch of layers, so you have to try to stay consistent when it comes to placing the tool on your garments. So this is, okay, there's a piece of tool blocking the screen right now, but this is what it looks like sewing a big piece of tool onto a garment. You have to be very careful not to catch it into the foot and not sew your dress. And another way to make your life easier, this is a gathering foot on a home machine. It still works the same way. I used it to make this fully gathered tool vest. It would not have happened without the gathering foot. But I do want to show you that you can do this with less tool. So I decided for that dress I made, the original dress, I wanted to do like an overlay just to give it a finished look. So this is gathering only using 2 layers of tulle. So previously I used 4 layers of tulle. This is only 2 layers, and as you see, eventually it starts to come together. You do have to be a little bit careful when doing this because it will get a little ate up. Sometimes it gets caught into the machine, and I did have that issue. So you will see I'm using one hand to kind of push it and kind of help it ease along. It's also helping to gather. As you see here, my thread broke, and eventually I noticed that the tool had got caught up into the machine, so I had to rethread, and my nails are super long right now, so it was taking me forever to rethread this. It is time to trim them down because I was on the struggle bus. But I didn't backstitch or anything like that. So once I got it rethreaded, I then went back and just continued. The best part about using a gathering foot, the only thing you're required to do is to tighten the tension on your sewing machine, whether you're using a JUKI machine or a home machine. There is no gathering required, no hand gathering required. If you're like me, I cannot stand it. This has been a lifesaver. It is one of my favorite things. I have done all types of fabric using this gathering tool. It is literally amazing. Thank y'all so much for watching my quick video on a gathering foot. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. If you like these type of quick tutorial videos, leave me a note as well so that I can continue to give you the type of content that you want. But for now, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know when I'm making new videos. Until next time, y'all. Bye.